Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I want to show you this car here, 2017 Honda CRV 1.6 DTEC SE Plus. Brian is my name. If there's any information you want on this particular car, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. 086 843 1945, call, text, WhatsApp. If you want information about this car, or if you want information about trade-ins or just finance. And if you're watching on YouTube, please do like and subscribe, because at least it lets me know the video is useful, and if there's any information I missed on the video, just let me know in the comment section below. So let's have a look around the outside features on the car. As you were saying, this is an SE Plus model, which means at the front it's got really nice chrome sections on the grille and around those front fog lights as well. And the front bumper down low, as you can see, has a nice garnish, and you'll see that complements other features on the car as we move around. The colour is what's called a twilight blue, so at a glance it almost looks like a grey blue kind of colour car, but when the sun shines in it, it almost looks like a purple sort of colour. Moving down the side of the car then, keeping with the theme that we saw of brushed aluminium and chrome, those wheels are a nice diamond cut finish. So when the sun shines on them, they have that lovely reflective finish. And as you can see, as the car is now parked out in the sun, that changing colour depending on weather conditions. What I also find useful on those wheels is the black inserts. They keep brake dust hidden, so between washes on the car you don't get that horrible filthy brake dust build up. Around the windows, because there's chrome in the front, there's also chrome around those windows, and this is an SE Plus model, which means we get tinted rear glass. And around at the back of the car you can see there's chrome on the top as well as brushed aluminium on the bumper below, which matches the finish we saw on the front of the car. In terms of the front bumper, parking sensors are standard, and parking sensors are also standard on the rear of the car also. And because it's an SE Plus model, we can actually use the key to turn on the lights, and we can also use the key to drop the windows on the car, as well as retract the windows and also the wing mirrors. I think what's nice about these, they actually look a bit different than everything else on the road, because so many of the Korean manufacturers and a lot of the other manufacturers, they make very similar looking cars. These are a little bit distinctive. Anyway, let's have a look to see what's on the inside of the car. From the inside, one of the things on these cars that people love is this absolutely massive boot. It's so much bigger than some of the other manufacturer SUVs. On each side, little handles like this, when pulled they actually drop the seats down. You end up with a load area that's pretty much as big as a light commercial vehicle. The boot is so much deeper in these. If I have someone in that's looking at a Tucson or a Sportage and I bring them over and have a look at a CRV, straight away they kind of look at it and you can see the facial expression, because this boot is so much bigger. CRV's also got a spare wheel. Pretty rare these days, a lot of cars don't, but in fairness a lot of the SUVs I guess still do, but most of the Hondas actually don't. Anyway, in the rear of the car I've got an armrest over here, which is nice and comfortable. It's got two drinks holders in through here as well. And then in terms of legroom and headroom, when I close the door over, this is the headroom I have. This is the legroom I have sitting behind someone like myself that actually driving the car, and then as we said already, there's a nice privacy glass on the rear. Common question for most people is, can you get 3 child seats across the back? Okay, you can get 2 child seats and a booster in through the centre, or an adult in through the centre. You can squeeze, and I mean squeeze, 3 child seats across the back, but you won't be able to use Isofix in that point. That's where you're using the 3 safety belts. It is doable, I've seen people do it, but you're better off buying a 7-seater car with 3 independent seats if that's what you're looking for. But I will say one thing, it is definitely wider than something like the Sportage, Qashqai or Tucson. Seating then, this is the kind of view that I'm going to have around me, and down through here then we can see there's also ventilation for myself in the back. Both seats containing kangaroo pockets. The rear then is dark black cloth with black floors and black plastics on the rear, so easy to clean and hard wearing. Nearly up front, it's the exact same type of material as well. The seat then is completely height adjustable with lumbar support for lower back. Ready then, there's a rake reach steering wheel which is fully adjustable in and out. We have over here controls for electrics for windows and mirrors, and down to the right hand side, an econ function which reduces how aggressive our cruise control is and air conditioner in favour of efficiency. And then we have controls for traction control, turning on or off the alarm, and also parking sensors front and rear. Like most cars, you'll have a multifunction steering wheel which has speed limiter and cruise control over through here. Controls for radio on this side, and we've also got the iMid up here to give general information such as things like clock, average speed, fuel efficiency. Bluetooth controls are on the steering wheel, but a lot of people tend to use the touchscreen, which we'll see in a minute. And these controls here are for trip computer again, just for average speed and fuel efficiency and general information like that. Up high on the roof then, there is 2 mirrors. One of them is to look at the cars behind you, whereas this one here is to look at the seats behind you. So a conversation mirror, which also doubles up as a sunglasses holder. Through the centre then, underneath the iMid, we have our touch and swipe screen, which is going to be Android with navigation, and also a reverse camera that goes with those mirrors. What I mean by the mirror is when you go for reverse, this mirror on the left hand side actually drops, so you can see what you're reversing around, which is pretty damn cool. As you said, parking sensors are standard as well, so you really have no excuse for crashing into something. Different temperatures on each side of the car with dual zone climate control with front and rear windscreen demisters. The gear knob we talked about is in a really nice place, and it's really nice to use. Drinks holders up through the centre, and the armrest contains 2 USB connectors. It also contains a power outlet for 12 volt, a HDMI port if you want to use video on the screen, and a piece of dust that we forgot to hoover out. Let's go for a drive. So first thing is on the CRV, you notice straight away you're nice and high, which is fine because it's an SUV. Get a good steering position because you've got rake reach, Gear stick is in a lovely place. The armrest actually is in a nice place. It goes back and forwards, which you'll see in a sec. It's just nice. Steering feel is nice. Gear stick is nice and accessible, but it's high up. But we get lots of SUVs at the garage here, but this is definitely one of my favourite. Within that bracket of about kind of 115, 120 horsepower. I remember when these cars come out, people used to be kind of whinging because they were saying, okay, it's a 1.6, it's a big body, the old one's a 2.2, we won't be able to pull it along. I am telling you now, this car ain't got a bother in terms of pulling along in any gear at all. 300 newton meters, it's 120 horsepower, but it's got 300 newton meters of torque. It's way more responsive than most of the other SUVs that we sell in this segment. And it's got a nice chassis too, so when you go into a back road, like we're going to go onto now here as well, it actually, to be honest with you, I know I'm driving a CRV, but it ain't far off a Honda Civic in terms of how it feels. This type of a road here, which has got plenty of bumps and compressions and turns, it requires a car, we'll say, that feels good in terms of a chassis, and it also requires a car that's kind of torquey to pull it up little hills like this. This is an enjoyable SUV to drive. I've been driving these since they came out, God, 7 years ago now, I suppose. But on a back road like this, I was always able to drive them on and not feel like I was driving something that was wavy. They are quite sure-footed. Again, don't take my word for it, come try it yourself. But that engine on a hill like this just pulls along nice. What we can do now in a sec anyway is we'll join the motorway and we'll get from 0 up to 120 and you'll see what I mean. This particular example drives really nice. It is a car that's got a full service history. Mileage is good. The car drives very well. And the cabin's actually nice and quiet as well. So say for example we're going to come onto this road here. We'll accelerate from first up a hill, mind you. It's a bit wet. First gear, second gear, into third. And we're at 80 kilometers an hour. In terms of getting from 0 to 120, these cars drive really well. There's no point in me telling you, if you're coming looking at a car like this, there's no point in me telling you that it drives well, then you come and you're disappointed. Whenever people come to drive these, they always come back and say, that was actually a lovely car to drive. And fuel efficiency is damn good in these cars as well. Normal people average somewhere in the region of about 50 to 55 miles per gallon, about kind of early 5s, 5.1, 5.2 litres per 100 kilometres. So if you're looking for an SUV that's actually got a good responsive engine, it's got a good chassis that's enjoyable to drive, but it can still do all the family stuff, then these are definitely worth considering. And in terms of reliability, these cars have been super reliable. This engine's been out since 2013, and injectors, turbos, intercoolers, all that kind of stuff, clutches and flywheels, they have been bang on. So anyone that was ever worried about this engine, it is absolutely bulletproof. As we're saying, this particular example drives really nice, and this car has a full Honda service history all the way through. The car has originally come from the UK, the reason being the new model of CRV only comes in petrol, or it comes in petrol hybrid, and unfortunately there are lots and lots of people that still need a diesel car. Even people will say that own these cars and bought them brand new from us in Ireland, they are not ready to give them up, and the problem is we are running out of trade-ins. To solve the problem, we have set up alliances with some main Honda dealers. We don't go through auctions, we go directly to Honda dealers and we buy up their stocks. The great thing about bringing them over from the UK, the English are fussy. They look after a vehicle. We then transport the car over, we do all the checks, and then we put it into our workshop and get the car serviced. Then we register the car in the Irish plates, which means you just drive away. These are always nice low mileage cars when they come in, and they'll always have full service history. So if you keep the service history and you keep the mileage nice, you keep the car in good condition, it's going to be worth money in a few years' time, because they are the determinants of what a car is worth: mileage, condition and year. That is exactly the variables that people make their decisions on when valuing a car. So it's important to consider the history in the car when you're buying it, and it's also important to consider where you buy the car, because you want to be able to go back to them and actually know that somebody's going to look after it. Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. Family run business in operation for almost 70 years. Brands such as Honda, Hyundai and also Mercedes-Benz. We're after sales service agents for Lexus and Toyota. I've been here myself since 2007, supplying cars to people all over the country in an honest and as professional a manner as I possibly can. So when you're investing your money in a car like this, you know there's going to be a good family and friendly after-sales service. And the garage here is equipped to cater for all your after-sales and body shop and servicing needs. So if you're looking for an SUV that's actually nice to drive, it's economical to run, it's got good space, it's something a little bit different than the others, and it's going to be worth some money at the end, then the CRV is definitely worth considering for you. If you want information on the car, like we're saying, 086 843 1945, call, text, WhatsApp. If you want information about trading in or the car itself or finance before you travel. And if you're watching on YouTube and you think the video has been useful, please do like and subscribe, or let me know in the comment section below if there's anything I've missed.